What is going on, Pipsicles? Today is a cloudy day in LA, which never happens. So you know what that means? Let's talk about cars, yo. Hit it, Pedro! In today's episode, we're going to talk about a bunch of stuff. Brand new cars, cars that are depreciating, cars that we'll appreciate, give our follow of the week, a little bit of a garage update, and also we're going to talk about some stories in the car world. So let's get the party started with the first segment, which is fresh out of the oven. And these cars are fresh out of the oven, and I have a history with them. This is why I want to bring them up. The first one is the new GT3, the 991.2. What does that mean? The Porsche Gt3 991.2. Everyone's looking at the spy shots, everyone's falling in love, and I think they will. This is Porsche's return with a manual. The rumor is, around the forums and everything, and actually from some owners, is that the car will have a bigger displacement engine, a 4.2 liter flat six, right? And also it's gonna have 515 horsepower, 525. I can't remember the exact number. But if you look at those numbers, that's insane. That's quicker. It's not gonna be as lightweight as the 911R, but it's a very exciting car that's coming up, and pretty much anyone who orders one will be able to get one. So that's a dope car. The spy shots look insane. I mean, come on. These 911s are only getting more gorgeous by the day, so they're not gonna go wrong with that. The second one comes courtesy of Ferrari. I don't know how many of you guys know, but I've had, and here comes the tool moment of the video. Go! I had 4 Ferraris. Yeah, I've had 4 Ferraris. So I do like the brand. I love, but there's one car specifically that I love, and they took spy shots of this one, the new one. I'm talking about the new replacement for the F12 line. Back in the day, I had a 599, and I loved every second of it. It was a beast of a car. So good looking, so sexy, it sounded great. I love that the engine was on the front, the V12 engine, the noise was great. So now the F12 came out. Love the F12, it sounds great. They're great, comfortable cruisers, guys. These Ferraris, the big ones, are not meant to just go fast around the track. They're meant to be beautiful, sound great, and you get a sports car experience while driving a comfortable car. So that's what they are. Now with the new one that's rumored to come out, I'm not entirely sure where I stand on that one, because the new F12 is supposed to be more geared towards it being hard driven. It's going to be a naturally aspirated V12. That's the rumor from my Ferrari sources, which let's say are pretty fucking legit. So no, buying an old F12 is not going to make your wallet get bigger, because these cars will not appreciate. There's nothing special about the current ones. The new one's the one that's going to come out. But it's supposed to be stiffer, harder, and more track oriented. I'm not entirely sure if that's going to be true or not, to be honest with you. I know that they're 100% focusing in more on lap times a little bit. I just don't know to what extent they're talking about that they're going to make this car a harder car to drive. So hopefully they'll stick to the formula, because to me that's a winner formula for Ferrari. That's a gorgeous line that they have going on, and the car sounds so good and looks so good. Come on. So the F12, the spy shots of the new one, they look dope, but it's nothing like what you'll see when the car comes out. Pretty awesome. With that said, let's go from fresh out of the oven straight into the dumbest shit manufacturers keep saying. And this week, again, we're gonna feature Fisker. Why? Because they keep coming out with these, and I just don't understand how people are buying it. Now Fisker is saying that they're going to be the first ones, or at least they're going to beat Tesla to put out an EV vehicle that will be affordable for everyone. There might be a joke in here if these guys go, see, it's just like an electric smart, ha ha ha, it is an electric vehicle, affordable and for everyone. I just don't see how Fisker is going to be able to do any of these things when he doesn't have a company that's up and running like Tesla. Why even say it? Oh, I get, you know why? Because we give him publicity by saying that it's a great clickbait title for all magazines and all that stuff. So no, I'm gonna take a wild guess and say that the small EV vehicle from Tesla will come out first to the public. But here we go. Let's see, right? Let's see. And from that, let's go into on the verge of depreciation. On the verge of depreciation. I don't know if you guys watched the vlog we did on Friday, but we talk about trying to get an M4 GTS, and everyone's like, oh, they're 100 over, 150 over, good luck getting one at sticker. Now that I've gotten all of my emails back, private messages and everything, we have several cars that are being offered to us at 10 to 15,000 over sticker. But that's not what puts it on the verge of depreciation. What puts it on the verge of depreciation is the fact that there's a lot more people that message me saying, we have one or two coming this week or next week. That means there's a lot of cars at the port. And what does that mean? That means that the availability is going to be huge. Clearly, everyone that's getting the cars is trying to flip them. So more options, less demand will at least eliminate certainly the markup in a week or two if I can't get it done today or tomorrow for my friend. And yeah, I think the simple reasoning why the M4 GTS is going to be depreciating right now is because it's a simple pattern that we always see. Like with the AMGs, the Black Series, you buy the C63 AMG Black Series, prices go up for a little bit, then they tank, and sometimes, like in the SLS Black Series, which here second tool moment of the day, because I had one of those. When the car came out, everyone wanted it for like 50 over. Went down after that. You could not sell cars for 280, 270, and then they came back up right now, and they're like between $500,000 and $750,000 right now. But that's a very special car. That's a rare car. The M4 GTS, as much as my friend loves his car that he's getting, I just don't see how it's gonna make a dent in history and will go up in value. I think my friend just wants it to drive it right now, but he's worried about value. You know, he doesn't want to pay over, which I understand. I just don't see how this is ever going to go up. It's a great buy because the car will never drastically drop like a regular standard model, but it is not that one car that you want to have for 50 over, 25 over, 100 over. No, because then you're going to lose every single dime you put in. So that's on the verge of depreciation. So, from the verge of depreciation, Alejandro, so what's going to go up in value next? Here's my buy of the week, guys, for you. This is my recommendation for anyone that wants to get into buying something cool, sexy, not as expensive, makes noise, looks good. It's got all of the attributes of a supercar, along with the eyeballs and all of that stuff. And I'm talking about the R8 V10, the manual one, the last one that came out. It doesn't matter if it's a coupe, it doesn't matter if it's a Spider. Guys, that car in a manual with a V10 has every single bit of formula to be a winner in the future. This is not going to be a car that's going to go up in value right now because there's way too much availability for the car right now. But when those start disappearing, the manual ones, I guarantee you guys, that's going to be a car that will go down in history. Why? It was in legendary movies like Iron Man, and it was like literally the hook at some point in those movies to get people to even bother finding out what Iron Man was when they first announced the movie. I'm not saying afterwards. The movie's awesome, and it became larger than life. So yeah, so that would be my buy from you guys. And yes, I've had an R8 V10 Spider. I've never had a manual one though, so I'll be jealous of any of you guys that have one or are getting one. And to close the show, you know, and not go in circles about this, I just want to give you guys a little garage update because there seems to be a little confusion here. The car that I'm sitting on right now, it's my GLE Coupe AMG 63, however the fuck they say the whole model. This is replacing the Tesla. I'm not getting rid of the Tesla right now just because I saw this and I said, oh, this is great. I got rid of it because I know for a fact that if I keep the Tesla for a long period of time and the new one gets close to dropping with all the self-driving itself, with the software permitted and everything, that car is going to take a humongous shit along with every single other car that doesn't fully autopilot itself. That's my prediction, and this is why I'm acting and reacting the way I am. I am selling my Tesla for now. I am keeping this one until the new Tesla is out with all the government rules and everything approved, the autopilot is working, then I'll get another Tesla. Maybe before that. I really do love those cars. It's just I got the most loaded up Model X because I thought that was going to be the one that I was going to be keeping for 2 years. And if that's not the case, if it's not going to drive itself, there's no point. So yeah, there will be another Tesla coming up. I just don't know when. I love this thing. I'm going to keep it for a while. And as far as what's coming, I have like the 911R that should be here within less than a month. It's already here. They just haven't given it to me because they want to use it for an event. And Porsche. And I want a GT3. I want the GT2 RS that's coming out, but those are like 2 years from now. I have a Mercedes GTR, the AMG GTR coming out, like the green one. I got it on green. That's coming in December. And that's what they said. And what else do I got? I think that's it. And what haven't you seen? Whatever. My McLaren, my CGT are still at Evan Poles. They haven't sold. Not in a rush for that. No biggie. The 918 is at the shop, so that you guys don't think that it went away somewhere. It's just at the shop. And that's about it. A lot of people are still asking me about the Singer. I'm not getting a Singer. Again, it's the same small company stuff that I just don't want to deal with anymore. So the question of the week is for you guys to let me know what you think. What do you think the market is right now? What car is gonna on the verge of depreciation in your eyes, and what car is on the verge of appreciation? I'd love to know what your comments and thoughts are on that. I want to know what you guys think, and I would love to elaborate more on your comments. So please let me know in the comments down below. Guys, thank you so very much for watching. I really enjoy our time together. I'm Alejandro, and I do not approve this message. Thank you guys. Take care.